Every year, our team tries to do something we've never done before. These new experiences have led us to countless relationships that we have built over the years. Texas is a place we have grown to love due to the countless numbers of opportunities a sportsman can enjoy. We've spent the majority of our time chasing whitetails in this state, but this year was a chance for the team to experience a little bit of life on the Matagorda coast.
So when I first heard about Run and Gun Adventures, it was actually through a good buddy of mine, Rusty Smith. He'd been sending me pictures of what's going on down here at this place. I'm talking about sky full of waterfowl, fish everywhere, fish in the boat to be more specific. And we knew at some point, man, we had to get down to this place.
Hunting, fishing, all in the same day. Who wouldn't want to go on this trip? But guess who doesn't get the invite? Me.
So over the years, we've had a lot of opportunities to go a lot of different places. To be honest, you really never know exactly what you're getting into until you get there. And I can tell you right out of the gate, when we got down here to Run and Gun Adventures, met with Nick and Daniel, it was like a common brotherhood bond right out of the gate.
11 years ago, I would have never dreamed it would have been here. Yeah, I guarantee if you asked Nick the same thing, he would totally agree.
We're always changing, brainstorming, game planning to offer the best hunting and fishing experience on the Texas Gulf Coast.
In the very, very beginning, it was just bay fishing. Nick Still actually introduced the waterfowl world to me. I was not a waterfowl hunter.
My first guided hunt, I was 16 years old. I still have clients that come hunt with me. I'm 35 years old that I was taking as a teenager. And I think that's one of my favorite parts of being part of Run and Gun. It's those relationships.
You want them all? From someone who used to be a duck guide growing up, what a lot of people don't know is the work that goes in that the clients don't ever see. From getting up 2 or 3 hours earlier in the morning to get spreads set up, get blinds in order. There's just a ton of work behind the scenes that a lot of people don't realize that goes on. The blood flowing.
These are palm leaves. We'll cut these, and depending on the backdrop we're hunting, we can either let them get brown or we can cut fresh green ones. We call them like rocket launchers or holders. Caleb actually came up with this idea, but we stick those in the mud in front and back, and then we put these palms in. It's a real quick mobile setup, real low profile. It really works, so pretty cool.
So, you know, a lot of places we go when we travel, a lot of it's DIY stuff or just staying at somebody's places. And we're used to peanut butter jelly sandwiches, Vienney weenies, whatever we can get in the brown sack, so to speak. And we get down here, and these guys have a legitimate chef on staff that is cooking some meals that we were scared to send pictures home to our wives because we thought they'd be offended. The atmosphere at the lodge, man, is incredible. I believe it's like a 12,000 square foot lodge. Just top notch all the way around. Ponds on the back where we could fish. We're playing bago, hanging out. It was a little higher end than what we were used to probably, but at the end of the day, man, it's a place that we wanted to be at, and it's a place we were sure enough hoping we'd get back to someday.
Strut and Buck is being brought to you by Muddy Outdoors, high quality products at affordable prices. Big and J, the aroma is super strong, the range is super long. And Swagger, the bipod with moves.
We're down in Texas just getting our duck hunt cranked up, Run and Gun Adventures. Daniel, Brittany, Justin, Nick. He went to get goose, I think.
He likes that salsa.
We're just really getting started. Not only hunting, but breakfast. Should be a fun morning. So part of what we were going down here for was to do a little waterfowl hunting. And there's nothing like being in the blind with a lot of good buddies. And for us, it's a little bit different because we're so used to being in stands or whatever, we're having to be quiet. Well, this is definitely a social hunt. We're eating breakfast in the blind, hanging out with good people. Got to meet Brittany Hebert, who runs an incredible nonprofit organization, and got to film a little, got to hunt a little, and even got our camera guys in on the action. It's kind of funny because sometimes guys are supposed to be down there filming, and every time I'd turn around, our camera guy had a shotgun in his hand.
I shot my first duck.
Oh boy.
It's pretty cool. Good, you think? This is a pintail drake. It's kind of like the king of Texas. This is what we're after. We're only allowed to shoot one this year. The numbers were a little bit down, but usually we can shoot two. But this is a prize duck right here. I think it's the prettiest duck you could put on your wall.
One of the coolest things about waterfowl hunting is the dog aspect of it, and getting to watch good dogs work. And Nick, that's part of what he does is train duck dogs, and to get to see some of these dogs work, I know it's just spectacular.
It is beautiful to watch a dog work like that, though. It's been over 10 years in the duck blind with Run and Gun, and it's been some amazing experiences. The camaraderie is my favorite part, whether we're drinking coffee or loading up for the next shoot. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience to hunt with Run and Gun on the Texas coast.
We're over here, probably about 15 miles from the coast, close to Port Lavaca Marsh. We're hunting some freshwater impoundments. These are actually old catfish ponds, and what we've came in and done is put duck habitat. We run 3 different foods in here. This is a widgeon grass pond that grows naturally if you leave the water on all year. We grow some millet in here and some rice, different times of year and different temperatures. The ducks want different foods. But this has been some of our best hunting since we've leased this property. It's pretty dang good.
King of all ducks.
It's a pretty duck.
Top pintails were.
No, this is what in the market days, this was the king of ducks.
Really?
I'm serious.
What year was that?
In market days,
Early 1900s.
We're in the 30s, 40s.
Tacos in a wedding planner gets them every time.
So we've had a pretty good hunt. Like Nick said, it's been a little bit slow, but man, it's been awesome just being in the blind, meeting new people. And that's our favorite part of what we do. It's not just the hunting, it's building relationships it never fails. It seems like it lasts a lifetime, you know. And to us, that's what it's all about. Good times, good friends, and mixed in hunting. You can't beat it. So we're wrapping up this hunt, fixing to head back to the lodge, do a little podcast, and see what's on tap for this afternoon.
Yeah, baby! Wow! That was a great way to end that morning. Yes!
We thought we were going home.
Yeah,
Now we might go home. That was awesome.
that was awesome. You can't get better than that, baby. Wow.
Strut and Buck is being brought to you by Element Outdoors, where technology meets comfort. Expedition Archery, experience perfection. And Thermacell, turn it on, mosquitoes gone. In the field or at home, we depend on sharp, reliable knives. We put our trust in Outdoor Edge and their replaceable blade knives to go with us on every hunt. When a blade dulls, we insert a shaving sharp new one with a simple push of a button. Outdoor Edge knives and tools. Always sharp, strong, and reliable.
So obviously part of blasting cast involves a little fishing, and as hunters, for the most part, we all enjoy fishing as well.
I mean, we're pretty much rednecks from the south, so hunting and fishing, we're in. If we're not hunting, we're fishing. If we're not fishing, we're hunting. It's pretty cool, these guys getting to go experience kind of that same thing in a different part of the country.
It's our second day down here in South Texas on the coast. It has been incredible so far. It's like legitimately run and gun. You have time to eat and that's about it. And we go again. Good stuff.
So when you think about the Gulf Coast and inshore fishing, it's redfish and speckled sea trout. A lot of places, we've actually been on some places that were really good trout fisheries. But one thing about Matagorda Bay is it's more of a trout fishery than a redfish fishery. The trout fishing that they have there is absolutely unmatched.
In the box, boys.
So we were running and found a group of birds up here, decided to stop. And the other boat, 3 lines went down, jumped up here first or second cast, got a good red on, so threw him in the box. We're going to chase these birds and try to stay with them.
Again, one of the things we love about trips like this, it really is getting to meet the people that are involved and getting to hang out with the guides on the boat, Scott and Landon, and they've got an incredible crew down there that is just top-notch, 5-star operation from start to finish. And we had an absolute blast hanging out on the water, hanging out in the blinds, and just living a little bit, for a few days, living a little bit of what these guys do every day of their life.
Buck and strut and buck, I don't know. We don't have any turkeys or deer around here, so I don't know what these guys are doing.
So our good friend Rusty Fathead set this trip up, AKA Fathead. He's watching us. I don't know, been a month or two ago, and I literally thought we were coming down here to pretty much duck hunt for the most part. And we get down here and realize these guys have so much more to offer. Like just today, we've done so much more than that. And we got a good buddy Nick here with us. And Nick, tell these guys like what you actually offer down here, because it's so much more than what I thought.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about the Texas Gulf Coast, where it's so rich in wildlife. And one day you could be duck hunting, come out here in the afternoon and fish, sandhill crane. But basically we're a bay fishing operation, duck hunting operation, do night vision hog hunting year round. And you wouldn't think of this place as a destination spot being so close to Houston, but it really is. And Houston makes it easy where you can fly in and do your hunts. But the other thing too, we're on the go. If something's not working out, we can switch. We got 8 captains and guides, and we got the whole package down here.
And you do gator hunting, but it's booked out till about 20.
Yeah, we got gators. Not much deer, no turkey.
There ain't no deer out here in the bay.
Nah.
But if they were, we'd hunt them. We'd be running and gunning like
That's it.
You wouldn't believe.
Hey, whatever it is, we chase them.
And Cody, the producer, man, if it ain't fun, we ain't doing it. True?
It's true.
That is a fact. That's good.
Strut and Buck is being brought to you by Exodus Broadheads, by QAD, American-made tough, outdoor edge knives and tools, from field to freezer and everything in between. And Reveal Cameras, always in the game.
Come to find out, when we got down there, we really were going to do something, at least I personally have never done in my life, and that was hunt sandhill cranes.
So we've had a crane feed over here. We're right by the lodge. This is pretty cool because usually we're driving 15, 20, 30 minutes away from the lodge, and they've just been sitting in this motte of trees, and it's not a ton of birds, but they haven't been hunted yet, so we don't know quite what to expect on. They're going to come in small groups, big groups, but we'll find out. But typically with the cranes, when we get the fresh feeds or the new birds that haven't seen the setup, it's pretty awesome.
Heath's biggest challenge on this hunt is going to be his cameraman, because if we've got a hardcore waterfowler on our team, it's Matt Covington. And keeping a gun out of his hand is going to be an absolute chore on this trip.
It's been a long year for me behind the camera, and Heath kind of surprised me a little bit. Took the camera from me, told me I was hunting this morning, so I'm pretty excited. Never been on a crane hunt before. I'm a big waterfowl hunter back at home, shooting mallards in the timber and stuff, so this is going to be different. It'll be fun to experience this down here. Getting the spreads set up, and we'll be ready to go here before too long.
All kidding aside, these guys, man, work their tails off year-round filming, and most of the time they're behind the scenes. And so for me, it was a really good opportunity to see some of our crew get in on the action.
Put a little natural cover on this panel blind, make it blend in with the surroundings. We brush these blinds up before season and then periodically through season. But each morning whenever we do our set, they try to pull as much natural cover as we can so it'll completely blend in to exactly where we're hunting.
Kill him!
There'll be no 0 today.
Stand Ryan's ass right there.
Yeah, I can't hear anything. That was pretty cool. I'm gonna play the dog.
One thing about a crane is you really don't want to put a dog on a crane, because they've got a beak about 6 inches long and they can do some damage to a dog. So Matt, he becomes the retriever in this hunt.
Nice and cozy. You got 5 or 6 coming from the left as well.
I grabbed a hold of it, and right when I did that, he said, "He's gonna bite you." I'm like, "God, it'll be good." He got me.
Kill him!
So it's about 10:30, 11 o'clock now. Took them a while to start flying this morning, but I think we ended up with 7 or 8 of them. So we're gonna jump out of here, make plans for this afternoon. I think we're gonna go out and fish a little bit. So fun morning, something we've never done before. Only got attacked a little bit, so that's what we come for. That thing's huge.
Oh, it's huge. What's his wingspan on that thing?
I don't know. How did we miss so many?
I don't know. I was running the camera. I can't answer that.
I know I whiffed.
So all in all, man, our experience down at Run and Gun Adventures, again, it was 5-star. I mean, from the facilities, the lodge, the chefs they have on hand, the entire staff there is just top-notch people you want to be around. And it's a place that we were hoping in the back of our mind maybe we'd have an opportunity to get back to. And sure enough, before we left, man, Nick and Daniel said, "You guys got to get back down here in the spring to do a little bit of fishing."
Well, it looks like these guys had a phenomenal trip. I'm extremely jealous, and there's no way I'm gonna miss it next time.
Hunts, goose hunts, crane hunts, and into the dove hunting. We're also now doing night vision hawk hunts, alligator hawk hunts. What?